The Academy Awards are a week away, so it's time for me to give my thoughts about the nominees and my predictions. I did this for the SAG Awards and I thought that was fun, but now I'm going to do something a little different. This time I'm going to give my predictions on who is going to win, but also give my opinion on who I think actually deserves to win each award. Alright, so let's get into it. Starting with Best Supporting Actor, the nominees are Christian Bale for The Big Short, Tom Hardy for The Revenant, Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight, Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies, and Sylvester Stallone for Creed. So let's address the elephant in the room, which is Idris Elba not being nominated for Beasts of No Nation. I'm not a big believer of the whole Oscars so white thing, but this is just ridiculous. Other thoughts on the category, this seems like the only award show that nominated Tom Hardy for The Revenant, which I'm fine with. But I'll put this out there, I really hate this whole Sylvester Stallone thing. Like, just because the guy decides to do a movie that doesn't have the word Expendables in the title, we feel the need to shower him with awards. I really can't call this one because I would have expected the Oscars to follow the SAG Awards by not giving the guy a nomination, but the fact that they did nominate Stallone makes me worried that he could actually win this thing. I'm gonna hold on to hope that they don't give it to Stallone and say that the winner is gonna be Mark Ruffalo. But the person who should have actually won this year is Idris Elba, so shame on the Academy for not even nominating him. Moving on to Best Supporting Actress, where the nominees are Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight, Rooney Mara for Carol, Rachel McAdams for Spotlight, Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl, and Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. I appreciate the Jennifer Jason Leigh nomination because I think she was great in The Hateful Eight, but I think it's pretty easy to call that the winner here will be Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl, and I think it's well deserved. But my personal pick for Best Supporting Actress is Marion Cotillard for Macbeth. Like Idris Elba, she's not even nominated, but if you go see this movie, I think you would agree that she blows most of these nominees' performances out of the water. Best Actress nominees are Cate Blanchett for Carol, Brie Larson for Room, Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, Charlotte Rampling for 45 Years, and Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn. My only issue with this category is the nomination for Jennifer Lawrence. Joy just wasn't a good movie, and her performance was nothing special. Apart from that, this is the easiest category because the person I think should win is the person I think is going to win. And the winner is Brie Larson for Room. You can check out my review of Room for my detailed thoughts, but she's got this one in the bag. Now comes the worst category of the year, which is Best Actor. The nominees are Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Matt Damon for The Martian, Leonardo DiCaprio for The Revenant, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl. I've talked about my issues with this category in lots of videos, but basically to sum them up, I just don't feel like any of these nominees deserve an Oscar. It was a really mediocre year for male actors. As far as who's going to win, I won't make the same mistake twice, and I'll say that the winner is going to be Leonardo DiCaprio, even though I totally disagree with it. Did these people actually see The Revenant? I just don't get how you could see that movie and then think that his performance warranted an Oscar. I don't think that any of these nominees deserve it, so I'm trying to think of someone who does. John Cusack was great in Love and Mercy, Samuel L. Jackson was great in The Hateful Eight, and as I said in my SAG Awards video, Black Mass was a transformational role for Johnny Depp. I can't really pick anyone this year, so I'll just give a nod to those I just mentioned. All three, I think, were better than this year's nominees. The final category I'm going to talk about is Best Picture, and the nominees are The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight. This is tough for me. Apart from The Force Awakens, I probably had the best time at the theater last year when I saw Mad Max Fury Road. As far as what movie was critically the best, I think that Room, Brooklyn, and Spotlight are all pretty even. But if I have to pick, I think that the winner of Best Picture will be Spotlight. However, I think that the best film of the year was Room. It's tough, and I should mention that I think Brooklyn was also better than Spotlight, but I don't expect either to win the Academy Award. So that's it. Those are my predictions and thoughts on this year's Academy Awards. Tune in Sunday night to find out how wrong or right I turn out to be. Let me know what you think some of the biggest snubs were in the comments below. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.